Come on now, we in Kingston. You know, bad boy things. All that, man. You know how we coming.
We ain't got a jet. Ain't never gonna have a jet too. I'm riding, you know I got you. Ain't no talk time, baby, like you. Baby, we gon' chat one, we ain't gotta chat two. I seen you in the club, yeah, I'm tipsy, is it you? I ain't even gon' approach you the way I'm supposed to. Too gone up the DZ, I'm tryna be off you. I'm too deep into your body, let me caress you. We can live up on the island, let's get the best view. And even though I'm wildin', I can't forget you. So when I think of violence, your name bring me cool.
Welcome to another day in Baltimore. What's your life like? And today, we at the Mecca of all young African American men and older African American men, the Barber Shop. And we got Transformation Cutz Salon with us. We got my man Nick with me, Baby Joe, and my man Zay. You feel me? So he being real shy. You can't tell it's from the owner. He trying to blend in right now, but he's sticking out with the cat on. My man Nick. So tell him about your business, man.
Well, I've been around for 3 years now, you know what I mean? I'm part of the Edgewood community and stuff. And, you know what I mean? We deal with a lot of people, we try to help the youth and all that, train them up and all that, you know what I mean? Positive vibes, you know? So we just keeping it moving. Come support, you know what I mean?
Funny little side story, been cutting my hair for a brick. Now my man got his own barber shop, but we gonna take you inside so y'all can see what it look like. Man, when you walk in, you got that nice reggaeton. You know, shaking that back, yeah. You know, rude boy things, you know. You know what I mean? So boom. Give us a tour of what's really going on in here.
I mean, this the shop portion of it, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. Yeah, we been busy all day, so
we just
let me
chilling
see.
right now.
That's hard work right there. You know what I mean? That's hard work right there. If you ain't got no clients, your floor ain't dirty. Just like you know. Just like you know. And it looks like y'all got like salons over here as well. So y'all got like women.
Yeah, we got women that work over
Okay.
here. So it's like all these rooms right here.
Okay.
This one right here, this one, that one right there too.
Okay.
Right there.
This is like the waiting area. If you get hungry, you know what I mean, the vending machine, we're working on the drink machine coming soon, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Sports on the TV,
You know what I mean?
you know what I mean?
A lot of these TVs is bigger than the ones in y'all
Little
houses.
fireplaces you get cold, you know what I mean?
Boom.
You know?
You got my man working. Look, he turn the camera on, man, get the sweet. Alright. You getting your haircut, right?
Yeah, I'm actually getting a haircut.
Alright, that's not bad. So, you want, huh?
So not,
You actually get a shape up?
It's up to you, bro.
Just for the cam. I gotta get something, cause you know I normally get my haircut every month. I like the wolf and get my wig out. And right now, I ain't been brushing my hair, so I just
You
need
might as well
to.
get a lineup when you're doing a video.
I might as well do a lineup for the video. Man,
Like
fuck it. You know what I mean?
it felt first, you know.
You know what I'm saying? But that just go to show my man working to get that money to take these trips.
You can't take no trip without the money.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is next time I need a haircut, if you're not in town, some shit gonna have to shake.
That's why you got Nick right there.
You know what I'm saying? I know, that's why I'm in Nick Chan. You know that. You know that. Come on now.
Funny story, yo. My man Nick started up the street, yo. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, like I used to go to this barber, the Jazz for real. He used to cut my hair back in the G for real. And he right up the street, like literally right up the street. Boom. When Baby Joe told me he cut hair, he like, yeah, come up to the shop. I'm like, right back, say, no more, come in here. I'm like, is that Nick? The whole time my man been grinding on the low and got his own shop, bro.
You feel me? That's called dedication and hard work, yo. For real, for real.
Stop sitting on your ass all day, man. Stuff that I should be cussing on, man. But you know what I'm saying? We gonna edit it up. Huh? No, we ain't gotta edit it out, yo. Some things I work on in life, you feel me? I mean, I used to go to this Dominican barber shop, bro. When I say them niggas can cut their ass off, bro, I ain't gonna lie, they can cut hair. But every conversation was in Spanish, dummy, so I was just sitting there smiling and saying C to everything, yeah. That's how I know, like, yeah, CC. All the time, I don't know what they said, yo.
That's the thing about it, like.
What was that?
Huh?
Where you was at?
Like closer down, almost by Pig Town. You know what, Eastern Avenue?
Yeah. Right down there. Close to Pig Town.
The most fucked up part about humanity, bro, is the fact that like we fail to realize how simple life would be if everybody was eating on the same level. Like, if everybody had the same amount of money, think about like what else we could try to think about. Like if we don't gotta worry about, oh shit, I gotta work my ass off today to get this amount of money. If everybody was eating at the same level, everything was the same price and all that shit, niggas will be able to think about more shit to do in their life.
Like, I agree, I feel what you're saying, but it's a caveat to that. Because look, with that, like, there's no type of, when everybody on an equal level, there's no class, there's no competition, there's no innovation, there's no difference. That's what makes capitalism boom, because it's comp.
What do you mean? Like, you saying that's what makes innovative people think?
But it's like,
No.
it's like, look,
But
it's
at
so,
the same
like,
time,
what you
that's
said,
what
it
creates
makes
conflict.
sense.
That's what creates conflict. That's the only thing.
So
that,
which one would you choose?
Would you rather have conflict?
Would you rather have conflict?
But how would everybody be on the same level? Like, I agree with everybody having basic necessities.
Put it like this. Put it like
Everybody
this.
can't get that.
So let me ask you why we wouldn't be on the same level.
Hold up. Put it like this. Like, if we always if we always in, right?
Right.
We always getting the same amount of money.
Right.
When we ever complain about anything going on between anything?
No, never.
Unless you go fuck up your money.
But that's
you
what
know
I'm
what
saying.
I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing
But
though.
what's
Yeah,
wrong?
it's
What?
like
So you saying
See
that
that right there? That right there?
That's the thing though. I could write like a line right here, like a line of like a paragraph, and I'm like, yo, you read that. You gonna give me a different meaning. You gonna give me a different meaning. It's like variety. So it's like even though everybody will be eating the same amount of money, like we gonna be doing different stuff. That's why you have a trash man. That's why you have a lawyer. That's why you have police officer. It's
That's all
variety.
about what you
We
can
have
give
all
to.
that.
Huh?
We have all that. If everybody was equal, we have all that.
Yeah, because think about it. If everybody
Why
was
would you
equal,
need that? We have all
because
that.
listen,
Alright,
hear me out.
I understand where he's
That's
coming
just the way
from.
shit
Because
set up.
listen to this.
But the reason we have that is because of things like poverty and
Right. Listen to
If
this.
everybody was equal,
That's not the
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
That's not the case.
Listen to this.
They
This
set
is
it
the
up
reason
that
why the
everybody
world is what it is. The thing about it like this, right? If we all have money, nobody want to work.
Right.
So how we getting food to eat?
Because you still gotta eat. You're not an idiot. You gotta survive.
Yeah, I know.
Feel me?
All these cereal and stuff, they get made, right? People, I mean, some of the food and stuff that we eat,
Right.
people have to make them for us.
People gotta do it.
You know what I'm saying?
But can
For
them,
money.
the same niggas that's making
If
cereal, can they
everybody
cut
had-
hair? Do they know how to cut hair?
That's not what it is.
what he's saying is nobody will have a role. Everybody
Nobody will have. Everybody gonna be lazy. Everybody will be
That's what I'm
lazy.
saying. Variety. Like everybody.
We don't mean the same. I feel like,
I feel like those
don't be forced on how to get there. Like,
how you creative, it won't be no innovative.
I agree with what
I
you're
feel
saying,
like-
bro. But how
I feel like
how
the
you
way-
plan to get there?
How you plan to
Everybody
get
be
there?
on the same page. Like, not no socialism shit.
It will never work. The thing is, that's an ideal like mindset, but of course it will never work in this world because of the fact that we got people in this world who don't agree with that. There's people who are gonna be like, nah, we need to have somebody higher up. But if you think about it, bro,
Let's just say everybody has the
Not
same mindset.
dictators.
We all agree.
but everything
Everybody
will
was on the
dictate.
same, you know what I'm saying? Let's just assume that everybody agreed that we was on the same point, right? Yeah, I feel like it would still come to a point where niggas be like, yo, we're not making no progress. Like, we're not.
Well, what progress are you looking for? Because at the end of the day, the thing about
It's
life.
more about convenience. I feel like people pay for convenience. So even if we're not paying for it, it's like we go out our way to make things more convenient.
So let me explain. Let me explain.
It's comfort. You know?
And comfort, yeah.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
All we have is comfort.
Let me explain for you. So boom, right? Nick, you know how to garden. Boom, you know how to cook. You know how to hunt. You know how to fish. I know how to build houses, right? We all getting paid the same amount of money. It's gonna be some point in life where he gardens, but he does not know how to cook the food. So he's gonna be like, damn, well, I'm gonna get my food cooked. You know how to cook, but you don't know how to garden, so you don't have the ingredients for it. He knows how to hunt, but he doesn't know how to afford for food and make crops and all that other shit. We all need each other to stay alive. So everybody gives their trait that they know how to do to help society out. And that right there is what causes comfortability. And you know how you said niggas gonna get too comfortable? That's really the goal in life, to be comfortable. Why do you think everybody works their ass off to live a comfortable life at some point? And that's just
But the reason why people work is not to be able to work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why people work.
Exactly.
So they don't have to go out and work no more.
Exactly.
So I mean, if everybody is laying down, like
Some niggas
Nobody
never
really
stop
making
working.
But you wouldn't be able. You wouldn't be able to lay down because at the end of the day, like, all right, cool. You say we all make the same amount of money, but you still need to eat. You still need to like get transportation. You still need everything. So somebody has to be able to do these things. Same way, like I can't cut my own hair. So if we all lazy, I'm gonna look in the mirror one day and be like, damn. I do need a haircut, but I don't know how to cut my hair. I had to come to Nick, or I had to come to Nick, or I had to
That
come to
shit
Joe.
sound like
I see where you
Russia
coming from.
grinding. That shit sound like Cuba or something, bro. Like,
They sound like Cuba?
yeah, like Cuba, so all them communist niggas, bro. Like, you gotta think about it, bro. Like,
You sound like a
it seems like dependence, bro. Like, I'm a believer in you feel me, accountability. That shit, it don't seem like you can be too accountable or in control of your future. There's no type of way to get ahead. Like, I'll be mad as shit. I'm a surgeon. And a nigga stocking a grocery store, they getting the same bread as me. Like,
But why not? Because then it becomes, what did you become a surgeon for? Because if you became a surgeon to actually help humanity, to make sure people are safe, then it don't matter.
but to the point,
Nah,
you
what
know how much hours
he's saying makes sense. Because his work is more harder than being in the grocery
Not even
store.
hard, it's more skillful.
It's more skillful.
It's more skillful. Yeah, than being in the grocery store.
It does. It does. It requires more. But at the end of the day, guess what? That surgeon, if he does not know how to hunt or does not know how to fish, he may be working his ass off and feel like he deserves more. But all right, say that fisherman say, all right, you think you better than everybody, put another feed in you. Now what that surgeon gonna do? He gonna die. He don't know how to get his food.
good die, but then them niggas gonna die. Like, they're gonna be sick as a bitch,
Exactly,
but
and now
they-
everybody's dead just off of the fact that one person had a selfish mindset. Now everybody's fucked up because one
See,
person had a
that's
selfish
the main
mindset.
thing. Like, I agree with your vision. Like, it's cool.
Feel
But
me?
you gotta think about humanity. Humanity.
I understand, but
Not like
It's like,
Right.
it's no perfect situation.
And that's the key.
It's not, I feel like it's no perfect
He
situation.
say embrace the monster, you feel me? Like, don't be a dick, you feel me? Like, shit like that. But as a human being, you got it's psychological things that you gotta embrace. Like, embrace the inner monster. And everybody not.
See, like what he's saying with the surgery, we look at a rapper right now, that nigga making millions just singing. They like, man, yo.
He ain't
Niggas
gonna
mad.
say.
Niggas mad.
Doing shit like, yo.
That's like,
That's
it's like,
just the avenue shoes. Like, somebody like that's what nigga want to like.
it's how relevant you are too.
Right.
It's the path that you choose to take. Like, you
Yeah, like
can't be
nobody
mad.
controlling you. Cause look, it's like the WNBA. Like they mad as shit talking about equal pay. There's no way in hell you can get equal pay because nobody watches your game.
Right.
So you make that much money.
So
So
you
how
can't
you
get no cameras coming in and running.
So like it's shit like that. Like
But
it's just
that's the thing though. That's the thing. The only reason why I feel like it's an issue is because of the fact that like if you cut that surgeon in half, you cut that foreman in half, you cut that garbage man in half, we all the same. We all need the same blood, got the same amount of organs, need the same requirements to live. So why the fuck do you feel like you're supposed to get more than that gardener? Yes,
look, nobody's like I ain't saying like
Society is
like
that's
you
exactly.
deserve more than this, you deserve more than this.
Set up
type
like-
shit. It's really just
When
like
you're younger, they like, yeah, what do you want to be?
Yes,
Like,
they
oh,
set
I
up.
want to be a police officer, I want to be a soldier, I want to be a nurse, I want to be... It's just, let me put it like this. You could give somebody equal money and all that, like, all of us gonna choose a different path. All of us not gonna be on the same path.
Because we all don't like the same
Like,
shit.
somebody might rap, somebody might go play basketball, somebody...
they still gonna be greedy.
Niggas still gonna be
Look,
like,
with comfort, comfort cool, but niggas, some niggas want abundance, bro. Like some niggas want working 9 to 5, and they love a job, they do it forever.
Yeah, and then work for 30
Some
years.
niggas don't want to do that shit. Some niggas trying to get rich.
yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get rich and keep working. I ain't trying to just lay down. I'm just trying to be free.
Right. And see, that's the thing.
Time.
Exactly. The reason why selfishness comes into play is because sometimes people forget why they're so skillful or why they're able to. At the end of the day, you was blessed with something that I wasn't blessed with. Like, you a surgeon for a reason. Like, you was blessed with that. I wasn't given that ability to do that because it wasn't in my plan. You feel me? It wasn't in my plan to do that. Like, I was only blessed with the ability to cook or to fix motorcycles or some shit like that. You are able to heal a human being that's ill. You feel me? You were blessed with something. So yes, you're blessed with it, but you're still equal to everybody else. You dig what I'm saying?
Yo, from a humanity standpoint, yeah.
We consider it a blessing though, yo, because like, I feel like all that can be acquired.
What you mean?
I feel like all that can be learned.
What? Being a surgeon? Yeah, but some people are blessed with the ability to grasp it quicker and easier. You feel me? Because like you may be able to we may be in the same class, but you excel more in that class, and it may take me longer to learn the information that you learn. That's the blessing that you were given. You know what I mean?
Like, look, some niggas don't got the stomach for that. Like,
Right.
you really sit there and cut a nigga guts open, like you
I mean, I could. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Good.
Yeah.
Like, you really sitting there, hella blood and shit.
Y'all can do that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still
How much money is too much money?
How much
How
money?
much money is enough money?
To be honest with you, money is the issue. The fact that money was even created. And,
What you mean, like in the world where everybody?
Because it's like, yo, what is rich though? What is
Right.
rich? How much money is enough money? Like,
Right.
why niggas that's millionaires want to be billionaires?
Right.
And they already millionaires.
And why niggas
Like,
that rich killing themselves? You feel
Yeah,
me?
like,
You gotta get happy.
Like, look
and
at
the
Bron,
money
right?
stuff
I
with it.
saw something on Bron. They say he about to be a billionaire before the end of the year. This nigga made $760 million invested outside of his basketball.
Exactly.
Like, he got
Exactly.
$308 million from his basketball contract since he's been playing.
You know
He
why?
made $760 million outside.
Because there's so much
Like,
athletes.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like
real estate.
a regular nigga gonna be like, yo, I got $308 million, nigga. I'm chilling. I'm
Yeah.
There's difference in mindsets. Like,
That's
some
what I'm
niggas
saying.
never
It's
want to
like-
stop.
So now
Is
this
he really greedy? Like,
The craziest thing is though, yo, another thing, people get comfortable in their way of living. So like, after, alright, so boom, a nigga will come from poverty for real, like really don't got no money or whatever the case is. Then he'll start working his ass off to get some money. He makes it to middle class. Now he's not happy that he's in middle class because now he wants more. He wants to live the luxurious life. Once you get to the luxurious life, now it's like, damn, it's more, it's more, it's more, I want more, I want more. When in reality, when you die, all of that money that you worked your ass off for don't really mean shit unless you did something with that money to help humanity. Like if you ain't, if your whole life niggas knowing you to be a billionaire, boom, when you die, that billion is just sitting there. What the fuck, what good is that billion? What good is that? You ain't really helping, it's still niggas out here starving.
It's niggas like that, but generally though, like for example, niggas say with Jeff Bezos, I thought like it was really rich and shit,
Right.
and then real stingy. He could really, that nigga could feed this whole planet alone. He could make everybody a millionaire type shit.
Exactly.
But like, he investing in shit to other investors. Like look at Elon Musk, niggas, he's a billionaire too, but niggas not hating on him.
Right.
But he trying to better humanity. Same
But
shit
he ain't
with
really
Jeff
trying to
Bezos.
better humanity. I'm gonna keep it a band with
He
you.
trying to extend our lives, bro.
What you mean extend our lives? You can't extend our lives, bro. You can't. I'm a human being just like you're a human being. I cannot extend your life.
Not like our life, you feel me? Our
survival?
Yeah, like look, this
But the
this
reason
this may be up on this bitch eventually, bro.
Right.
Nigga,
But that's how
trying to
life
get niggas
is
to
though.
Mars,
We're not supposed to be here forever. We gotta die at some point.
I mean,
You feel what I'm saying? And
and
the only
some self-sustaining. Like, what you gonna be sick? Like, imagine you saying this shit now, but imagine what your great grandkids. They like, what the fuck? These niggas could have saved us, and they just sat there and watched shit happen. Like, oh, we supposed to die.
But how can you
don't want to
save-
be that nigga that's
What you
dying.
mean? What you mean? How could he save him?
Cause look, like you know how dumb making or like all the space exploration, like you got the shit on Mars, the rovers on Mars.
right, that's the goofiest shit I've ever seen. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He got the shit done though. You feel me? Like,
That's goofy, bro. Cause how you extend a life? First of all, have
I mean,
you
it's
ever
for the
seen
rich niggas. Don't get me wrong, it's for the rich. Like poor niggas not gonna get shit tomorrow.
you know any nigga that was born on Mars or that can live on Mars without any type of like helmet or anything?
What's it called?
Do you know any human being that can live on Mars without a helmet or
Right now, hell no.
hell no. You know why? Because the atmosphere on Mars is not made for human beings. Like if that was the case, we'd be Martians. It'd be Martians
I
walking
ain't gonna
around
lie,
Mars.
bro. Mars atmosphere changed over the billions of years based on what niggas saying. Like shit, I ain't never been to Mars. I can't tell you.
Right.
But based on what niggas saying, cause that's all we really got to go off.
It's word of mouth type shit.
Like it had oceans on that bitch. They got water. They got CO2. Like you can terraform Mars in less than 100 years, bro. You can nuke that bitch and it develop an atmosphere. Like you can do
I
all
don't
this
think so, bro.
shit. And they, the little structures they making, like little spacesuits, like, and based on how humans adapt, bro, it's gonna have niggas living on Mars, bro. Like I ain't saying everybody gonna be walking around this bitch no helmet.
Right.
That's gonna be a minute. But
So how do humans adapt? That's another question that I really wanted to ask.
I think it's in the mind, bro, but not it's the environment do contribute. Like, cause look, our mind's so strong. Like a nigga with multiple personality disorders, one personality could be allergic to bees.
Right.
And the nigga body really react allergic, but then the other nigga not.
Right.
And you can get stung by a bee and be perfectly fine.
Right.
Little shit like that. So some niggas get stronger. Like LeBron really strong as shit.
But is that a adaptation? Because if you think about it, right, in humanity, and this is just my viewpoint on humanity, bro. I feel like there was never any adaptations throughout humanity. The only thing is, it was more knowledge. People were understanding more, learning more. But there's no adaptation. So if you were to sit there and say, all right, cool, I'm gonna live on the African savannah, like not in civilization, just strictly on the African savannah with zebras and lions and all that shit around you. And you say, all right, I'm gonna start humanity right here. You're gonna get eaten. And then if there is somebody who finds a way to survive in that situation, they only learned how to survive. They only learned how to survive. Their bodies didn't change to fight off lions. They just found a way. They just found a way that they could kill a lion. Their body didn't grow a certain way to. Oh, now I'm strong as shit. You still gotta work at that.
Go back to what I'm saying though. That's our greatest adaptation. The brain.
Okay, boom. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I agree with you.
Like, I don't like that scientific shit. Like, I like this shit more on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
I like that. I like those theories more.
Right.
But let's say niggas came from monkeys and shit. Let's say that. Shit, we changed. Our brains bigger. We allegedly lost scared.
Right.
You feel me? We got endurance, like shit like that. We adapted for the savannah. We can run shit down.
Right.
Lion can't run down a fucking gazelle until that bitch pass out. We can do that shit.
Hell no, we can't.
Yes, we can, bro.
Nigga, who you ever met that's chasing a gazelle down?
Bro,
Like, ain't good.
I ain't say catch it. I ain't say catch it. Chase it down. You can run it down.
How? Wait, what you mean by run it down?
Sweat, bro. That's a unique to us. We got the ability to sweat. We can cool off as we run. Like, there's niggas that can run miles. Like, just because we, the average niggas and shit, not running 4Ks and shit. Like, there's niggas running 30, 50 miles.
But they're not running, they jogging that bitch. A gazelle is really breaking his ass off.
You think how long is the gazelle running?
A gazelle can run for a long period of time.
Bro, that shit not exceeding 10 minutes, bro.
Bro, he could definitely accept. Yeah, because wild dingoes, what do they call it? The wild African dogs, for real? Those are the most, they have the most endurance.
High success rate.
Yeah, they have the most endurance, and the reason why is because they have the most endurance out of every animal in the wild kingdom. Well, I don't want to say everybody.
Not more than us, though. Not more than human beings.
Well, nigga, if you are getting chased by a pack of wild dogs, I guarantee the most athletic nigga on this earth is getting tired before that wild dog gets tired. I promise you. I promise you, bro.
I think you're going off of Pam. I'm going off straight statistical fact, bro. That niggas, that human beings, the fact that we sweat, bro, like, you got, it's niggas out here doing this shit, but you gotta think back to before niggas had a gun, before niggas had all this other shit. The fuck, them niggas was running shit like, look at the Neanderthals. They were another little form of humans. They was thicker, their bones was bigger than our shit.
I don't even know if I believe in Neanderthals, because what's the,
They say traces of them in whites and Asian niggas. There's traces of them in that shit.
Bro, they said we developed from monkeys. If we developed from apes and monkeys, how come we're still able to see apes and monkeys still today? If we developed from them,
I don't fuck with that theory, bro. I feel like that shit.
There's so many theories out there.
I feel like we dummy racist shit.
I believe in Big Bang Theory, yo.
I feel like we really different.
That's the thing.
In origin.
You see what I'm just talking about? It's variety. Like different niggas.
You like, shit, but look, all these niggas share one thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like God let man go to, you feel me, stuff before he can give him a certain knowledge, because he gonna always take the responsibility. He gonna always take the, what you call it, saying I did it myself.
Exactly. They don't understand it. Like,
Exactly.
Exactly.
And say, and try to act like it's his own creation, like, you know what I'm saying?
And if you
but he didn't really make it.
Right. And if you peep, I ain't gonna lie to you, the reason why you see animals surviving so much longer than human beings without so many deaths, and like even though, they don't have, the difference between us and any other living organism is we have free will. That means like, if you wake up today and you don't want to be a good guy no more, you don't want to be Zay no more, you want to be like a killer, you can go out and do that shit. A lion can't wake up and say, you know what, I want to be a gazelle. You feel me? I want to be a vegetarian. He can't do that shit because he only knows survival. He was only put on this earth for one reason and one reason only. We were put on this earth as a test to really see, all right, what you want to do with what I give you, bro. Like, you see, I gave these organisms the ability to only do one thing. I gave these organisms the ability to do one thing, but I gave you the ability to do all of those things. What can you do? What do you choose to do with that shit? That's the reason why I feel like we really hit it.
I'm saying, I mean, a Christian,
See, I'm a very spiritual person for real. So, like, with my thing, it's like, and the only reason that made me spiritual is because of the fact that like spiritualism also has science within it. You feel what I'm saying? Science. In order for somebody to believe in something that's spiritual, something that they can't see, you have to give them evidence that it's real. You have to show them, all right, cool, this is real. And me, I'm Muslim, so like the book that I read, the Quran and stuff like that. And the only reason why I like actually believe in that book is not because I think God is real and I think angels, I've seen an angel before or this, that, and it has nothing to do with the stuff that I can't see. It's the fact that in that book it proves stuff that's really going on in this world, not just theory or like an idealism. Is the fact that like it speaks of nature, things that happen in nature that we haven't seen, and it was stated like 1,400 years ago, but it's things that we're just now. You feel me? Just now. Exactly. Science is made by men. Why you just saying men are imperfect? All of us are imperfect.
And then this is based on like that person's understanding.
Right.
Guess where men got the knowledge
That's
from?
what I'm going to say. Y'all know where they get the science from?
Huh?
They don't get
Where they get the knowledge from?
Yeah.
It's from the African civilization.
But who created the African civilization? Where did they come from?
Y'all call them God.
And cause, alright, so boom. So put it to you like this.
I know him as y'all.
You a Christian?
Yeah.
You religious?
I don't feel like I'm religious no more. I feel
That's
like
what
I'm
I'm
more
saying.
spiritual.
So boom.
I feel like we all God.
So what's the difference between
All like it's all in us, right?
I feel like all black people
He's a
are
God.
God.
I feel like the Bible is just a guide.
Yeah, it's a guide to like that's all religion
You know
is.
who God is, John?
Who?
The sun.
How is God the son?
Because the Bible, look, it's an allegory, bro. Jesus, God, all that shit. You know what Holy Bible translates to? Son book. I swear to God, it
The
translates to
son of
son
man.
book.
The Bible.
I mean, like the God Ra, that's nigga's the sun, bro. Like the sun is the creator of life. Without the sun, ain't no oxygen.
So who created the sun?
I'm saying, no,
The sun
this
is
The sun was just always there
The sun was
forever.
just
no,
always
man,
there.
the sun. What's it called?
I'm saying like where did the sun come from?
Niggas don't got an explanation beyond
You
that.
feel me?
That's
Like,
where God come from. Who created God? God created himself.
Exactly.
Bro,
That's
God-
what they say about the universe, bro. Like,
Bro,
right, it was
think-
before
think
every creation.
about it like
Nobody
this.
created God. God
in
is
the book The Secret,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of Jordan Peterson lectures or whatever, he always talk about how we find the need to believe in some shit, right? But throughout all cultures, it could be spiritual, it could be Buddhism, nigga, it could be Muslim, like Islam, all that
Christian,
shit.
all that.
We all share the same beliefs and practices, even spiritual.
All right,
Like,
all right.
I do
Now y'all
believe
put me in my bag.
Now
y'all
like
making me
this.
That right there should tell you right there we all share the same belief.
Put it like
Exactly.
this.
All that shit in there to fucking
Everybody got different knowledge, but the base is
Right.
the foundation.
Yeah, the
It's
foundation.
all the same.
It's just a different
At-
execution.
At the end of the day, anybody that claims to be religious or have religion in that mindset, whether you call them Yahweh, Jehovah, Buddha, Allah, you're talking about God. You're talking about the Creator, not just the Creator itself. You're talking about the Creator of life. Yeah, no, religion. All religion is a way of living. So like,
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
it's like
guidelines.
a, exactly, like, exactly.
We need that type of
Spirituality
structure.
is the right way you're supposed to live.
Exactly.
Spiritual, but religion is just a controlled way of living.
Yeah, like it's a
Exactly.
structure. It's a
Like,
structured way,
if I know you Muslim,
like an introductory way
if
to
I know you
practice
Christian, if
spirituality.
I know you like a Hindu, like there's certain things. If you like a diehard Hindu and you take it to heart, I know like I can get you certain ways because there's some things you're not going to do, certain things you're not going to accept. Just from you being like,
Oh,
that
you control
mindset, that's what I'm
that
saying.
It's
It's
being
like control.
Huh?
It's being control, yeah.
Alright, I got a
You said
question.
being controlled.
I got a question. I got a
Religion
question.
is like a form of truth.
I got a question for y'all.
Uh-huh.
Since your thing, you're not a problem. Since your thing, God is the son, right? So where y'all think we going in the afterlife?
Right.
You might reincarnate.
You got
Into
that,
what?
bro. Look, you can look.
It's
When I see it,
to another
you
experience.
can treat this shit like a
Into
game.
another
To
experience.
another dimension.
Another
to
experience. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You
Another.
gotta realize, John.
But they're not wrong. No. They've been to listen to what they saying because they
Alright,
really not wrong.
so you saying
They
we
really not
might
wrong.
turn the monkeys in another?
I didn't say that.
No, he said another dimension, which is
Are
literally
we
heaven.
gonna be the
Like,
same?
it's simple.
It's not even that.
I think
Think about
you
it.
just ascending to your spiritual self. Your
No,
spiritual
it's
life.
not. Because if you don't
So what
believe
is your
it, if you don't
role?
believe
You're
in
not this
God,
bag of meat,
You
bro.
come back as something else.
So what is your role after that? So
Remember you said you feel like you come to earth. I forgot how you said it, but you feel like We here to learn.
Experience this shit, right? You just here to live.
Anytime you come back, it's a different experience. You getting better.
So how many chances
So how
do
many
you
lives
get?
we
You
got?
guys feel like you
Infinite.
get
Infinite.
so boom,
That happens.
Until you hit a certain level of spirituality where you
It's
accept,
a
like,
level of
if you keep being stuck and like attached to this, you're not gonna ascend to your true higher self. Like, I feel like I probably done lived this bitch hella times until now where I really decide.
Now
Like,
he coming to his
I'm not
spirituality. Now he realizing like, yo, you ever know how babies like you ever as a kid like
Them niggas
have a dream or something? Like yo, like
I can't remember shit
but
from
just think
like
about
the
it,
age
like, you
of.
ever had, just think about
3 and
deja
below.
vu. Just think about deja vu. Like yo, I did this shit
I heard that
before.
all the time.
Yeah, I
You
get
did
deja
that shit
vu a lot.
before. Yeah, your past life. That's right.
Now,
That's why
now,
sometimes I feel like you be like scared of water or something like
his
that.
ancestors was getting killed, ate by sharks.
so check this out.
And
This
that's
is
you.
what I believe. This is what I believe. I believe you do have more than one life. I believe you got 4 lives, right? First life, huh?
Why fool?
So boom, let me explain it. First life is when God created your soul. Created your soul and that spirit that y'all talking about, your spirit that descends from this human flesh body, that's where the first life is when your soul was created. The second life is when you're put onto this earth, onto this specific planet itself. Boom. Your third life is when you die and you're in the grave. And your body, your soul is no longer a part of your body. And your fourth life is your result of what you've done with those last 3 lives. Like, because if you think about it,
So with the
if-
fourth life, you actually alive. You actually.
no, your fourth life is your last life, and you lived that forever. Like, so whether you did good on this planet or whether you did righteous stuff, like not even,
That's like having the hell.
So
Basically.
you're eternal.
Yeah.
You're still eternal.
yeah, you're eternal.
That's what
I feel like me personally, bro, like religion, or if there is such thing as one religion, like there is supposed to be a religion. In my opinion, I feel like that religion is supposed to accommodate every last
Everybody,
human
thanks.
being on earth, no matter if you black, white, Asian, whether you're from this side of the world, this side of the world. It should be something that everybody can agree. All right, yeah, that do make sense. If I do this, that would harm that person, so I should stay from that. If I do this, that would be good for this person, so maybe I shouldn't do that. That's what I
would
would
It's
consider
a- it's a
Islam.
other twist
So
to it
that's
with,
why
like-
I'm like, shit, I can't do this Christianity. So I'm like, these niggas brought that shit up.
I feel like Christianity in itself is like it's so crazy. Like you have Baptists, you have
It's hella shit.
Catholic,
So
you
much
have
shit.
On
yeah,
the
New
Muslim, all you
Testament,
gotta
you
worry
have
about is
this, you have
Sunni
that.
and
You have
other
Eastern
shit.
Orthodox, you have
Oh,
Western
for
Orthodox.
Muslim?
Yeah,
Like,
Sunni
yo,
and what
this shit is
other
just
shit.
crazy.
What you
Like,
mean, as far as that?
it don't
It's
even make
different
no
sects.
sense.
Like, it's a Sunni Muslim.
No.
sense,
You know what alright, so let me break it down. You know what a Muslim is?
See, that's the devil trying to invoke confusion.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
that's
shit
what
is-
does.
shit
Because
is-
niggas be
the
forgetting,
real
just like there
religion.
is God, there's also the devil who is
Exactly.
the opposite, who's literally trying to, who's literally put them thoughts in your head. Like he may not make you do that. The devil. That's what people fail to realize. The devil don't make you do
You got free
anything.
will.
He literally just whispers in your ear, "Hey, Mike, I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. Shorty ass not fat. Go ahead, fuck that. Shorty raw too. You know she got around, but go ahead, fuck that raw." And in your mind, that's when you come to play. Like, I could listen to this thought. Like, yeah, you right.
That's
You
the free will.
or you can sit there and be like, damn, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna just go ahead. But that's on you. All the devil does is
giving the
just give you the option. He give you that negative thought.
See,
So
you see how you personifying it?
And then
How
and
we
then- and
call
then-
it
and then-
we personifying it, giving like making it a human being, bro. That shit all
talking
get
the
down to
devil?
some psychological
You
shit.
talking about the devil?
we talking about the devil?
Yeah, like I feel like
Yeah.
it's like a
So,
force, bro. I wouldn't even call it a he, she. Nah,
It's not
the
bro.
devil
This shit just like a force.
I've never seen them,
It's
so
like-
how can I know if
It's like the eternal good and eternal evil or some shit. It's like
yeah,
they all gotta coexist and like.
it's a
I
spirit.
ain't gonna say that nigga is like a man or it's like what they call it
Entity.
in
But this what
Shaitan.
Alright,
Shaitan.
Alright.
That's what we said.
Describing the Bible.
Shaitan. That's what they say. Shaitan.
Back then.
But what's the
including all we just said, right?
Uh-huh.
Like how you guys said we have a afterlife, right?
Mhm.
So what is the devil in our afterlife? Like, why is it gonna be like? I really want to understand.
He said what?
You mean like,
Shit, I ain't
is he
know,
gonna
bro.
be there in the
Cause-
afterlife? You think?
Yeah.
You saying like that?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe he's
That's
gonna be
what
there.
I'm
Like,
saying.
if that was the case, what was the point of us going
So
through
how
all
you
this hardship
think-
now if he's
how
still
is-
gonna be
how
there
is-
later on? That means you're still gonna be living the same battle every day for the rest of your life.
That's why you gotta understand yourself. You feel me? Get to your higher self.
Then you know what
It's like a game, bro.
understand too,
If you playing this game for real, if you die at the check before you hit the checkpoint, you just gonna restart this bitch and have to
That's your last check.
until you figure it right out.
Mm.
Until you beat the game. And when you beat the game, you got the option to restart the game. Or you can go play another game. That's how I see it. Like, you feel me? Like, I fuck around be an alien. You never know. Like,
So check this out.
there's
Right?
no way we the only niggas in the universe.
why
What
is
about
someone-
niggas? That shit's impossible.
No way.
why is someone judging in like religion though? Like,
Yeah, it's so judgmental.
And see, that's the thing, bro.
It's
Niggas
like-
contradictory.
getting, bro.
It's like I feel like it's classism in like church. Like if I'm making a lot of money and another person making a lot of money, like it's like little cliques.
Yeah.
And the people that's coming that's like really needy or whatever, they don't even really say shit. They
That's-
don't even know their names.
That's the imperfect.
And they come and they shout, oh, bless the Lord, blah blah blah. Mind you, this man, he hungry and shit. You know, he don't have no food to go back. He come and he putting his last in the plate and all that shit.
And they still
It's
not
like-
getting nothing.
Like, you know,
That shit
it's
the
like
biggest
so what's
hustle,
the
bro.
purpose of
Pastor,
you
some of them niggas like believe it what
No,
they
no, it's
say.
like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
bro.
even say it's just pastor per se. It's just like a mindset.
The people,
It's just a mindset, like
Imperfect mindset.
Can you really got people that's doing that, helping
Giving
people,
advice.
giving out, but then you got people coming taking advantage of that. They only show up just for that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like no matter what avenue you take, it's just
There's
like,
always corruption.
it's
there.
always
Because you know
something.
why though? You know
It's
why?
always
It's because
something,
it's human interaction
Human
that's put
nature,
into it.
yeah.
The moment a nigga, so this is my biggest issue with religion, and this may be just the American religion, like
The Western shit.
yeah, like that Western shit. What I realized, cause my mother and my father was Jehovah's Witness for real. So boom, at my parents' separated, I lived with my mother since I was like 4. So boom. She was Jehovah's Witness, her whole family Jehovah's Witness, which is like another section of Christianity, basically, for real. So boom, what I realized is within that religion, it was a lot of things where they would read the book and then tell you what that book means. Like they'll read the book, they'll read the Bible, and tell you, oh, this what it means, oh, this what it means, oh, this what it means. You feel me? Oh, Dante, don't do this. Oh, Dante, don't do this. When everybody fails to realize, if you're a religious person and you believe that there's a heaven and a hell, you know that on Judgment Day, we're not getting judged together. We're getting judged individually.
Individual actions.
I'm not even gonna want to be near you. I'm not gonna want to be near you because you got your own sense. You got your own sense. I got my own sense. I'm worried about myself on that day. It's like God's not asking me, well, all right, Dante, why Micah roll up that blunt and make you smoke with him? He was like, Dante, yeah, Micah rolled up that blunt, but why'd you put your lips on that bitch? Why did you choose to smoke with him? And I can't sit there and say, well, God, you feel me? Micah brought it around me. He not asking me about what Micah did. He asked me about what I did.
Accountability.
You feel it's accountability, bro. You gotta be accountable.
That's why you have different sects of church, like different sects of like Christianity, like
Different like
Eastern Orthodox and Western Orthodox. Like this nigga read the scripture and he's like, yo, this is what it means to him, and like, nah, this is what it means, this is what I think it means, and then it's a division. And then like they go their way, they go that way, and then next thing you know, we start a whole bunch of people start following that guy, a whole bunch of people start following this
and
guy.
then they split.
And then they split off again, and it's like, yo,
Because they
And imagine what you were saying though. All with this shit, even with politics, it's about controlling niggas.
Yes.
It's a certain couple of niggas really running the world.
Yes.
And you really gotta think about it like this. They said together it's a strong nation or some shit.
Together we stand, divided we fall, type shit.
Yeah, like that shit. Divide, it's real shit. Like when you come up with all this other shit, like you put a nigga like Donald Trump, like a lot of niggas hate him, a lot of niggas love him. That's the perfect nigga to really have niggas divide. Like look at the country now, bro.
That's real shit, bro.
This shit like it was bad before, but now like the division is crazy as shit.
And then see that's another thing that brings me to like my other question that I had for you. Remember I told you I had a question for you. So it's like when niggas say I feel like I'm gonna be brought back as another spirit or another thing or whatever the case is. What like in reality on a fair level, like let's just think fairness for real. What about niggas like Hitler, right? He killed millions of human beings, right?
I'm talking about niggas.
Huh?
I'm talking about people with souls. I'm talking about black
But
people.
he got a soul though.
I'm talking about black people.
No, bro. Everybody has a soul. I've never seen.
See, I had that belief too, but now I don't even know, bro. There's so much shit, bro. That's that shit. That nigga Mom was saying, bro.
See that shit? See that right there? They got you, bro. They already got you. They got you in their grasp, bro. Real shit though. Cause guess what? The niggas that y'all hate or the niggas that everybody say don't got souls, we talking about the white man, right? The same shit that they taught their kids to make them hate us. They said the same shit. Oh, them niggas smoking. Oh, them niggas savage. But you say they don't got no souls.
That's just a fact.
But how does that affect? You never even seen your own soul. So how do you know?
How
you know they got a
that
soul?
shit because of penile gland shit, because they shit be calcified and shit, and they. But that's just niggas' theories, bro. I'm not saying.
Just
I'm
like
not
how
so
you said it like this, right? just like how we feel like we need to be, we all equal.
Right.
So why since the
You
since
oh,
the
you
white
said
man-
no.
We not all equal. I'm sorry, yo.
Why?
Look,
What makes you different than me?
I mean, we really, like, we really unique
how
from
we
all
equal?
the other
We
races.
the
bro.
same.
But I'm cool with white people. I like white people.
White people.
So then how we equal? Because you don't like white people. I like white
You say I
people.
don't like white people.
My fault. He loves white people.
I'm not saying I don't like white people.
I'm confused with this though. Like, we all bleed the same. If you shoot a white man right now, he gonna bleed red.
Nah,
You cut 'em
like,
open.
if not,
Y'all
even
talking about the
scientists
physical.
said,
Y'all
bro.
talking about the physical.
So-
we're not talking about the
Yeah,
physical.
like this sack of meat don't mean like some niggas I don't even believe. I believe some niggas don't got souls, bro. Some niggas just
I'm
here,
not saying
bro.
all
Like you
white
ever
people
watch The
got
Matrix?
souls.
Some niggas
Alright,
not even they not even
He's
people,
a
bro.
fucking-
I
Let me
swear
stop
to
you
God,
right here.
bro.
Let me stop you
I
right
swear
here.
to God,
You don't
bro.
believe
Nah.
Huh?
You don't
This
believe
what you
people
said.
No.
This what
You
so you
believe-
I ain't
said.
saying white
You don't
niggas
think we
is
put shit in our face
statistics,
to
bro.
complicate
Who made the movies?
the same white people who run
No, who made the movies? A human being, right?
Yeah.
What are human beings? Imperfect, right?
What you saying?
So why the fuck would I believe something that was created by an imperfect
Because
creature?
they put it in your face. It's all. It's
Yeah, you
all
can put it in my face, but I don't gotta believe in that
they
shit.
hide shit
That's
in plain
shit
sight.
is free for interpretation.
They hide shit in plain sight.
Because
Real shit,
they
like,
really did
that's all a
their
symbolism.
plan, the plan that you think that they got to really separate
I
everybody.
don't know they plan.
Huh? No, all right. Let's just say you think that plan was really, or not even you. You know how some people really believe that white people's plan was to separate everybody and the devils and all of that shit like that. Like they really ain't got no souls. If that's the case, they're already doing it. They're already succeeding in their goal by you having that idealism that we ain't equal. Fuck that. No, them niggas is fucked up. Them niggas evil. Fuck them. I'm never gonna be cool with them. You're literally separating the.
But it's hella shit that perpetuate that, bro. Look,
I'm
we
not-
think about as black people. We go through the most shit, you feel me? Black women, especially the women.
Right.
We the only niggas with our hair. Our hair only one that stand. We the only one with this level of
I shit
melanin.
curl.
Listen,
I shit curl.
All the niggas
Perfect example is Black
Who
Wall
was
Street.
it? Who was
Them
on the US
niggas
before?
Black Wall
So
Street.
what?
Uh-huh.
Them niggas
Who was in the US?
bombing.
Who was in the United
Black Wall
States
Street, what's that?
before?
Us,
You don't know about Black
White
Wall
people,
Street?
right?
No,
Educate you some guys.
No, we
You gotta
not.
educate-
Bro,
educate
you
you on
listen,
this.
you going off what you heard at school,
Who was in
bro.
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
You
No, he's
listen to
saying,
this shit.
he's saying they was here before
Get
us.
you-
bro. No, they
Give
was
me a whole
not.
education
White
on
people's
this.
not
Like, what
here
is Black
before
Wall
niggas,
Street?
bro.
What was
It
it?
was like black.
If
It
you,
was like
I mean,
black
read the
community.
destruction of
It was
black
like-
What the
women.
fuck is y'all reading?
Listen,
Bang.
that's
You listen to school, bro.
the truth.
That's
That's
the
the
white
white
man.
man. No.
What the fuck is y'all
You know what? Think
reading?
about that. Why would they? Just think about.
They
Why
bomb
would
that
they
shit,
not
bro.
tell us that?
See, and that's the point.
Why is
Why
there
they come from?
no?
Can you- alright, so
Why is
let
there
me
a
ask you
majority of
something.
black people in
Imagine
Africa?
if the
They're not
black
here.
community
They're not
it
here.
was to sit there and say like,
said
all right, you know what?
90%
Not just black people,
Bro, you know what you
everybody
think?
equal, right?
Why is
Do you
there
think
the
somebody
majority
would've been
of
looked
black
at it?
people in Africa
You
that
think
were not here in the US?
They
Everywhere, bro.
no blacks
Not
allowed.
me.
You're
They
not just
started
an African,
separating
Bro,
it's Asian.
Oh yeah,
Read this
okay.
book, bro. Read this book.
Absolutely.
Let's
And I
listen to
agree
this.
that.
Black Civilization by Chancellor Willis. Dr. Chancellor Willis, bro.
Oh yeah,
That's a
listen,
credible nigga, bro.
That's
You
a
gonna
man.
break that shit
That's
too.
a man
speaking the truth.
That's a man. That's a
Like,
man
this
speaking to you just like
with
we
that.
the same.
It's
blood.
not great
Black
as a
people-
man.
So why you
I agree.
man?
There's
I'm
evil
a man
people in
with
this
a
world.
So why
I
you believe the white man in it?
Huh?
You
Nah,
believe
nah,
in
nah.
it?
Bro, this is
I
what it's
agree.
saying, right?
What's
It's
that?
saying that it's saying that it's not white. It's not. It wasn't white people that was in the U.S. At first, it was
Bro,
black
you
people.
heard that shit in school, bro.
Wait, say that again.
It's saying
You
basically
said
we
that
not.
black
This saying basically this is our country. It's not. It don't belong
It's
to
not a
white
white
people.
man's land.
It's not a white man land.
It's
What,
land.
this land?
Nigga,
Yeah.
land don't have no
Yeah.
claim.
Bro,
That's
this
land.
land don't got no fucking color.
Like real shit. Look,
I'm confused.
look at
What,
look.
what,
You
what,
know
what?
why they?
I'm
Look,
already
look.
confused.
Let me show you.
Wait, what's up?
You know why they call this shit? They call the niggas the fucking American Indians and shit.
Right.
You know how dumb he thought it was Indian and all that shit the whole time. On his recollection journal, whatever the fuck you want to say, when he came here, he called the people the indigo people.
Right.
Because of the shade
Indigo
of their
means
skin.
what?
Their skin is so dark,
Black.
it appears indigo.
Right.
What the fuck Indian you, like, what fucking Asian nigga you know that is indigo, bro? Like, let's,
Because
don't
there's
even
different
jet black
locations on the
niggas you
earth.
find is niggas like,
Black.
Yeah, but that has to do with like the
The location
Huh?
where he was at.
Huh?
You talk about the location where he was at.
yeah, it has to be. Yeah, the only reason we got different
The
skin
point that
tones
we
and stuff
making
like
is
that.
that they black. That's all we making.
Oh
That's all
yeah.
we
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Every last human being, every source of life
It's black.
started on Africa. It started
they
on
were
Africa.
saying, like, they don't even know how in nature
Mhm.
how white skin could even occur as a phenomenon. Like that, it didn't make no sense how that shit could even occur.
So boom, if you take like a trip, like boom, even for example for us, like us black people,
Yeah.
in the summertime we darker, in the wintertime we lighter. Now imagine if you lived in a winter environment your entire life. You don't get that much sun. Like in Antarctica and certain northern regions of the world, they don't get as much sun, so they're not gonna have. Caves. They could be living in caves, all that shit.
But why is the hair like that, bro?
Huh? Why the hair straight? Yeah. Because our hair curls to protect us from the heat of the sun. So like in Africa, if you're standing in the heat of the sun and you got straight hair, thin hair, your shit is going to. It's burning up. It's gone. It's done up.
Look, you put a black. You know, niggas didn't even know. Niggas thought melanin only good for heat. Mm-hmm. Melanin trap heat in your body in the cold as well. That should keep you warm as well. Mm-hmm. You put a black nigga in the Caucasus Mountains. That nigga he gonna do just as good as a white man.
I feel you. I feel like, to be honest with you, bro, I feel like the whole skin tone and all that shit, that's really just like a part of your life journey.
All this shit is just a confusion.
I remember one time this guy came.
All we living in this confusion. We can't know anything for sure.
But that's the thing.
You
You can easily know something for sure. You do your research on it. Say you pick up the Bible, you pick up the Torah.
Who's uploading the information?
Yeah, like it's the internet. Like we got so much access to false
I feel like
information now,
YouTube is the only like raw place right now where like you can get information. Yeah.
All right, so boom.
Google's already that shit is
Google already like infiltrated. Like niggas just putting ideologies like
that y'all right.
The social media too.
Hold up.
Like if they can tell you like spiritual shit, all Instagram is gonna feed you with spiritual shit and conspiracy theories. Like you believe this bitch the Matrix?
Right.
That's all they gonna send you niggas like Young Pharaoh and shit. That's all you gonna see. That's why I take everything with a grain of salt. Cause I was happy on that shit what you saying too, bro. You just got them niggas not having souls and shit, but I'm like.
And that's the other thing too. I feel like there's so many like
I'm not saying all white people have souls.
I'm saying like some.
I put it to you like this. I feel like there are people with evil intentions on this planet.
I don't even mean that intention. I don't mean
I'm telling you what I'm thinking.
I mean literally just.
I'm telling you my word. This ain't just. I'm telling you my word. I believe there's evil people on this earth, like niggas like Hitler, bro, who killed millions of people and then killed himself. Where's his punishment? Where did he? What? How is that fair to all the million people? You can sit there and say, a life for a life, but what about the other millions that he killed?
The prince that just died in England, that died at 99. Nigga, you know what shit that nigga did, bro?
Wow.
Genocide, bro. Like,
wow,
you know shit
bro.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Ain't nobody perfectly good.
100. So what makes those people that are bad or who do bad shit, what makes them choose to do the bad things instead of the good things?
That free will, right?
Excess.
Say it again, right?
Free will, right?
That free will. So guess what? They're accountable for everything that they do.
I feel like any of us could choose.
Listen to this.
Anybody could choose to be this or that.
You can choose
or
to
go
be
down whatever path.
Wake up one day and you just like the opposite.
You can choose.
Listen to this.
It's your choice. Life is your choice.
Listen
That's
to
it.
this. And I thought about this for a while now. God could have destroyed Satan if he wanted to.
Right now.
Exactly.
Why did he give him a second chance to?
He sent that nigga to Earth with the humans.
Listen to this though. Listen to this. Just like how we have a second chance, right? But I feel like God knows. He basically giving us the option
to follow him or follow him.
Exactly.
Right.
So just like how God
You know what I'm saying?
the devil a second chance for real, I feel like that's what it is with us.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why the devil is here on this earth, to give us that difficulty of saying which you want to choose. You want to choose good or you want to choose bad. You got the choice. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Like Micah, there's nothing saying that you cannot go out and leave this place right now and go kill 27 people. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. Nothing at all. But Micah does not want to do that because why? Micah doesn't think. Because your own conscience tell you that's not cool. Like that, I don't want to do that. But there's also another nigga on this planet who could have been in this conversation with it, and then he go out, boom, I'm wearing shit out. Bam. What's the difference?
But the difference is like
your
experience and like how you was brought up. If you was around people that was doing that shit and you came up, you seen them do it, and then you wanted to do it, and they allowed you to do it. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference.
So
that's true, but you have
from a systematic standpoint, like with just how the system is set up. System is designed for us to fail, and for like white people to thrive. That's how shit been set up.
And I agree with you.
Period. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, by the end of the day, it's like it's 20 times harder for us to get to somewhere where like a white person would be like, I go to that shit with a breeze.
Especially in America.
Like
just think about like that.
Like,
I grew up that black people persevere. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, like,
and see,
I grew up with Jamaican shit with my fucking cousins. I wanted to be a gangster. I wanted to be a killer. I remember one time, like, niggas, like, it was like 50 niggas was chasing me and my mans and shit. I went to my cousin for a gun. This nigga brought a picture of Haile Selassie to give me. I'm like, the fuck, yo? Haile Selassie, like the emperor for Ethiopia.
Oh, okay.
Like they like Rastafarian believe he was a god, like he's a god, and he believed that. He's like, show me, like, nigga, like I'm trying to go shoot niggas. Yeah. Like tomorrow, like yo, nah, yo, you don't want that, blah blah blah, cause like just stay on the right path. Blah. I'm like, what?
Fuck all that.
You know what I mean? I went to my other cousin and got the strap. I was at school, like niggas didn't come
That's
to
what
school.
I'm saying.
I could have just, I was one decision away from doing like fucking shit up. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I would have, like, niggas. Sometimes.
And what stopped you though?
You make some.
They didn't come to school.
Who?
Well, the niggas didn't come to school.
But what stopped you from the next time you seen him, you still could do that?
The niggas never came back to school.
You never seen them niggas ever again?
Never came back to school.
This another question. This another
You never seen them ever again?
Never came back.
This another question I got.
Them niggas
This another
never came back,
question.
bro.
Cause me coming from
My cousin came up there in like with a car full of niggas. And you just like grab niggas and smack niggas like, yo, if we see y'all dead.
You said grab niggas and smack.
But see, that's the thing though. And that, I ain't mean to cut you off, baby Joe. But like, same shit with you, so boom. The reason why I feel like you can really change your mindset, so boom, back in the G, like, I was raised by a single mother, right? Everybody got their own hardship stories. Everybody done been through something. And I guarantee y'all probably been through some shit that I can never even imagine for real. Because y'all come from a different country. Like, it's different. It's different ways of living. Like, technically, us Americans is privileged. So boom. I grew up with my single mother and my sister for real. That's a woman trying to raise a household. So as you can tell, shit didn't always go as planned. Cable get cut off, lights get cut off, gas and electric, evictions, all of that shit. Nights when I'm going to sleep hungry and all of that shit. So boom, I got the anger of growing up in that type of environment already. So boom, it gets to a point where I'm a teenager now, and now I can do anything to make money. I can get a job. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you an example. What's this, 2020? 2 years ago when I was working at before I started working at Fridays for real. I was working with my cousin. He's technically like my uncle for real, and he has his own IT business. He put me on for real. And he showed me the works and everything. Like, I really was into computers. I was like, yo, I see him making money. I'm gonna do this shit. He allowed me to have a job with him. Like, raised me up, taught me all of that shit. Boom. So I'm working with him, and it comes to a point where he's like, all right, cool. Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, Dante. Like, it's too much because I ain't have a car at the time. It's too much to come get you and then go to the clients, and then I gotta go back and do more business. So unfortunately, we ain't gonna be able to keep doing work. So at that point, I'm fucked up now because I'm like, damn, like, how am I gonna make my money? So now I'm stressing out. I'm still seeing shit going around me where my mom's struggling. She need this shit. Like, shit is getting cut off. Now we're living at my grandparents' house. Like, we don't have a house. We're staying in like 2 bedrooms between me, my sister, my mother, and my nephew for real. So boom, right? So now I'm in my grandparents' basement, like thinking like, what the fuck I'm ready to do? I get a call from my man's like, yo, I got this lick we can hit for £1. Boom. I could sit there and say, nah, fuck that shit. But because of the situation that I'm in, man, let's go do that. I go and do all of that shit. I put this on God, bro. For 2 months, bro, I was really just robbing people, bro. Like, literally just robbing people, bro. And every time I went out to go rob, I ain't had no thought in my head like, damn, I'm robbing somebody. I was just like, shit, let's get it done. But the moment I get back into the crib, and I'm breaking shit down, I'm breaking the pound down, breaking the money down and all that shit, and I'm sitting there and thinking like, damn, Tay. Like, it wasn't like, no, fuck, like, I can't believe I did it. It was like, damn, Tay, you really just did that to that nigga. And I'm like, shit, fuck it. Like, let's just keep moving, you feel me? But then, after a while, it's like, my man's at dually for real. He watched me do all of that shit. He let me do all of that shit.
The comedy thing?
Yeah, he let me do all of that. Like, that's my right hand man. So like, he tell me right from wrong all the time. But he was like, you know what? Like, do your thing. Like, go ahead, see what it's like for real. I do all of that shit, and it comes to a point where I'm like, you know what? Like, this shit don't even feel right. I'm seeing shit going down the drain. I'm talking about my man's get booked for some shit that we did. I didn't get caught. My man's got robbed for the work. I didn't get robbed. I'm seeing people around me dropping. And I'm like, damn,
Right.
you know what?
I got one question. So why do you think shit like that playing in your favor?
Huh?
Why you think shit like that playing in your favor?
Because it's something for me to learn from that. I'm only going through those hardships.
But not everybody have that opportunity though.
Everybody does.
It's niggas' mindsets, bro. Some like It's like
No.
Because
Because everybody was just no.
Nah, he said.
I didn't give a fuck
When he
about.
said-
I didn't give a fuck about the
Exactly.
outcome. I
That's
was
why
going.
you
I
did
was
a
rocking
track
however
that
it
shit.
went.
Niggas thinking about
Like
she was
me,
gonna have
this me and Nick had this conversation, right? Like we was saying, a nigga, I can go get up. I put it this way, he can go get up and be a drug dealer right now, for real. Be doing that shit, you feel me, and not get cut. I can do that shit one day for real and get cut for real. So what's the difference between when if I'm doing the same shit, doing the shit the same way as him?
Right,
You know what
because
I'm
the
saying?
difference is y'all got different things. Y'all got the same thing to learn, but y'all got different time clocks. He may die at the age.
Nah,
Hear me out.
wait a
Hear me out. He may die at the age of 79, but you may die at the age of 40. So he gotta learn some shit. He got time to learn his shit. You gotta learn your shit quick. So now you going through your shit way earlier.
That's not what I'm trying to say. That's not what I'm trying to say.
He's trying to tie it in with like, it gotta be like.
You gotta be somebody, you feel me, looking out for you,
looking
basically.
out.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, 'cause
absolutely.
like, that
You know what I'm
nigga
saying?
that
Like,
died,
And that's
If I was a god,
Mhm.
why can't I, you feel me, look out for myself and be like, oh yeah,
Right.
I'm untouchable. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
why is somebody looking out for me behind my
Niggas
back?
be corrupted, bro.
yeah.
It's like it go back to I read The Secret, bro. That shit ain't no money, bro. Look,
You said it
it's
goes.
The Secret. Yeah, look.
Even
It's
the
really about the
smartest
law
man
of
get
attraction,
cut.
bro. It's
Yeah.
about the law
So-
of attraction. And he robbing niggas, right? Bro, not thinking about what's Ray have? I'm ready to go down. What is this and that?
Yeah, I'm not
And a
thinking
lot of
about
niggas,
shit.
they not built for. Niggas gonna be thinking that shit. What you think gonna happen? They thinking that shit in their mind. And it's gonna come to him. He thinking about Ian. What he end up doing? Rob the nigga.
Doing
And
dumb
not
shit.
thinking about, you feel me, going down. It's really all, what you think
But
about.
listen
What
to
you
this.
And not one
trying to get out
time,
of life.
not one
Listen to
time
this,
did I
listen
ever
to
think the shit that I was taking from that other
Unintentional or
nigga.
not,
What if
niggas
he
just
really
do it.
needed that shit? Like, what if the reason he got all of this shit is to, like, say his mother got cancer and he need to pay for her treatment. I never once thought, like,
Alright,
damn, I'm taking from that nigga to help his situation.
no
I just was
remorse.
thinking
Alright.
on self. I was thinking on selfish shit. Like, I'm broke. I need money. My brothers need money. So I'm putting niggas on. We gonna eat.
Alright,
You feel
what
saying?
if you had a twin?
Uh-huh.
Y'all both do the same shit.
Mhm.
Y'all both was to get in that shit together and then teach both of y'all.
Mhm.
And y'all got the same ideas, the same lessons and shit.
Mhm.
But your other twin get cut and you didn't.
Right.
And y'all was at the same place.
So you think that's a high
But
power?
that's the thing. Who's to
So
say that?
they twins and they brought up the same. They should have the same high power, right?
No, we all got the same high power.
Exactly. So
Uh-huh.
what's the difference? What's the difference?
I'm saying like
That's what.
they did everything
No,
the same
what
way.
he's saying.
I
What
see
he's
what I'm
saying.
saying. I'm countering that. I'm saying if they twins literally grew up the same life, that means they went to church together, they did all that together, right? They got the same high power.
But we also don't got the same mind, because I could have
It's
been
not
going.
even about the mind.
We
It
could-
is kind of, but it's not. What
Because
I'm
look,
saying
hear
is,
me out. Because we could have been going through the same shit, but the whole time I'm enjoying my shit, but he really don't like it. He like, man, fuck this. Like, why are we doing this
But
shit?
that's
I
not-
could be
that's
like,
not
man, I
what
love
it
this
is.
that's not what
shit.
he's talking about though. He's talking about you got somebody looking after you. Somebody's watching. Somebody's.
Somebody watching.
Yeah,
Somebody
that's
watching
why
all
shit
of us
not
though.
happening.
That's the thing.
He's
It's
saying
like,
that's why you're not.
Why you think some people lucky and some people is not? You know what I'm
And
saying?
I know such
It's
thing.
like paid in full. That nigga Rico.
No, it's not even. That's what I'm saying. It's not. That's what we look at it as.
It's like,
But it's not love.
you ever been somewhere?
Emotional.
Are you
shit-
supposed to
shit
be
came-
somewhere and then you hear something happen?
For
Like,
me,
you-
yeah.
All right.
You got there
A lot
late.
of times.
I
got a
That's
perfect.
not even luck, bro.
I got
It's
a.
not
Bro, you know how much time in Jamaica I was with the niggas I was supposed to go? They're like, yo, like niggas
I
gone,
got
like the cop car came through, they gone with niggas, soldiers come on, this nigga died or something, like this nigga got shot, this nigga got stabbed, like, what, bro, like,
I ain't
Exactly.
gonna lie,
So
that's
what's
what
telling
he
you?
was
supposed to be
What,
like that.
what's
I'm
telling
like,
you?
yeah.
What's telling you to take heed to certain situations like that?
Was telling me
What
to
you think
take
is in
heat.
your- Yeah.
It's my own mind. It's my own mind.
No, it's not
hear me
your
out, hear me
mind,
out.
bro.
No, hear me out.
I feel like it's just in the
I
moment.
got one
Let me
example.
explain to you why. Hold on. But before you get to the example, you know why I feel like it's my own mind and not God making me do this shit? Because at the end of the day, why didn't God make that other person not do this? Why didn't God make that other person not do that? That wouldn't be fair. That would go against the title that God has, the Almighty, the fair, the most merciful. That would go against
Yeah,
it.
it's just a-
Because
But
if
like you said,
Why
like you said, everybody got a different mindset.
exactly.
Everybody, like you said, everybody got a different mindset.
Right.
Like I was about to say my situation for real.
Mhm.
I'm not about to say the name. That shit wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I'm
don't
not about to
say
say
the
the
name.
name
Don't
or
say the
nothing.
names for it.
You feel me? But I was supposed to go with one of my mans to the party for real. You know what I'm saying? Like randomly he was like, "Oh, I can't pick you up." Oh, Nick gonna come pick you up. You just
It's all good. It's all
Oh,
good.
your man's gonna come pick you up for real. This other man's that I haven't seen in a while.
Right.
So random like. So I'm like, man, I ain't see this nigga in like 4 months, you feel me? Like, this nigga come and pick me up? What's the odds? So, like, pull up to the party, looking for the niggas that was supposed to come with and shit. All of a sudden, I can't find them.
Right.
So I'm like, let me chill in here for a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. After like 20 minutes, had gunshots and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I seen one of my niggas running. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, niggas got shot. Mm-hmm. Like, who got shot? Mm-hmm. He said, blah, 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 this and that. Mm-hmm. So we ran to the scene. See my niggas on the floor shot and shit. Like, that could have been me right there. Because I was supposed to come with one of them niggas.
It could have.
So tell me why. You feel me? Like, why that shit didn't work out the way it was supposed to work for real? Like, the nigga all of a sudden said, I can't pick you up and shit.
So you know why?
Said, nigga can pick you up.
You know why? Because y'all gotta go through different life experiences. The people that...
You said God was looking out for you? That's what you saying? Like,
I'm saying somebody had to be looking out for me.
But see, that's the thing. So you feel like God wasn't looking out for them?
Another shit.
You feel me? That wouldn't be right.
You think God put that thought in the shooter head to kill you, to shoot niggas?
But see, that's the same shit I was trying to say though.
That's why it's God and the devil, bro.
And regardless, that's what religion's for, bro. It's just it's like a guidance for
That's
this
why
police, bro.
there's God and the devil.
That shit for him, bro. His mind's still in that mode that somebody looking out for him, somebody throwing him judgment. That's the same shit I'm saying with that law. It's what you think about.
Yeah,
you believe God looking for you, bro. Looking out for you.
It's the fact that, bro, it's the fact that, like, at the end of the day, God is looking out at God is all saying. He sees the good people. He's watching the good people. He's watching the bad people. He's watching the animals. He's watching the trees. He's watching.
God to be looking out. What too many niggas dying?
It's too many niggas dying, but the reason why niggas are dying is not because of God. The reason why niggas are dying is not because of God. It's because of them. All God does is give you permission to do shit. He just gives you the willpower to do it. That's all he does. You choose what you do.
It's so many questions. All this shit just come back to a confusion, and we never really gonna know.
And how do you get rid of that confusion though? How do y'all get rid of that confusion? How do you get rid of that confusion?
Take out religion.
Huh?
Take out religion.
No. How do you? No. How do you?
It's not gonna make sense to take out religion.
No. I'm not talking about the exact way. I'm not talking about this exact way. I'm saying, how do you get rid of confusion?
Clarity, nigga.
Clarity. You learn. You try to figure it out. You do research and you learn, right?
It's like nobody
knows.
The only reason why nobody knows is because everybody claims that they're looking for that shit, but are they really looking? I could sit there and say, bro, I'm looking for clarity, but I never picked up any book. I never go to. Huh?
Where would you go? You going to another man for clarity?
Yeah, you gotta go to another man, but what is that man gonna lead you to? What is that man gonna lead you to?
Another man.
Exactly. And then it's gonna get to a point where man is no longer relevant. Now it's about reality. Now it's about what's really going to happen. And that's the reason why, like, all right, so let me put it to you example. Let me give it to you, like, for me, bro. The only reason I read the Quran, bro, is not because Abdul was like, bro, this is the right book to read, yo. You need to read that shit. And I was like, oh, okay, why don't you pick up the book and read? No, fuck no. The reason I picked that bitch up is because the shit he telling me is like, damn, oh, how you predict that way back in the G? Okay, now you got me a little interested. That's probably a coincidence. Hold on, let me finish.
I just want to say, we've been doing that, though.
Right.
Even before the books.
What?
Egyptians and all that, they've been predicting shit.
Like 100. They predict shit, and it's like, and it make that shit that they predict, and it happens, should make any human being think, how the fuck did you know this? So now that you asked how the fuck did you know it, now we'll figure out how the fuck did they know it. Keep asking, keep looking. After a while, they're no longer coincidences. Now it's reality. It's certain. You feel what I'm saying?
My shit is set.
Never gonna have a chat to. I'm riding, you know I got you. Ain't no talk time, baby, like you. Baby, we gon' chat one way, ain't gotta chat two. I seen you in the club, yeah, I'm tipsy, is it you? I ain't even gon' approach you the way I'm supposed to. Too gone up the diesel, yeah, I'm tryna be off you. I'm too deep into your body, let me caress you. We can live up on the island, let's get the best view. And even though I'm wildin', I can't forget you. So when I think of violence, your name bring me cool. And when I think of violence, it's just protect you. Two things I don't play about my family, my boo. And that money ain't important unless a thing blue. Can't nobody bring me pain and joy like your face do, boo. When I see you that day, you had no waist, boo. Had to hit your phone when I left and went to the stoop. Usually I be on games, but this time I'm true. I'm just trying to win, baby, I ain't trying to lose. I took a different route, yeah, I really went to school. You was good at running track, I was good at stepping with the tool. He said, what you got it for? You ain't gotta be cool. I said, baby, I had my stripes since middle school. She know that I'm about that life, she ain't a fool. I said, baby, is that right? She said, true. I took cuckolds off, told her get on the bed. With no hesitation, I went down and gave her head. Baby, we gon' chat one, we ain't gotta chat two. I see you in the club, yeah, I'm tipsy, is it you? I ain't even gon' approach you the way I'm supposed to. Too gone up the dizzy, I'm trying to be of you. I'm too deep into your body, let me caress you. We can live up on the island, let's get the best view. And even though I'm wildin', I can't forget you. So when I think of violence, your name bring me cool.